Hello, welcome to Creative Whims Studio. I'm back up and running, guys. I had a serviceman come out last week and repaired my old printer. So as you can hear the printer in the background, I'm printing like a madwoman ever since he fixed my printer. It's incredible. So thank you, everyone who has placed orders, because I'm still playing catch up after, being down for 2 or 3 days last week. Yeah, something interesting happened, not this very past weekend, but the weekend before. Because, see, I was going to film on Friday, and I was so busy getting orders out, and I worked like 13 hours Saturday, printing and cutting and folding and stuffing patterns and filling the rest of the orders today, which is Monday. Anyway, playing catch up, but not this most recent weekend, but the weekend before. We went to a birthday party, a surprise 50th birthday party for a young man who just turned 50. One of my husband's work friends, I guess you'd say. That sounds so weird, work friend. But anywho, we went to his surprise party, and Kevin's work partner that he works with every day, he flies a helicopter, and he flew Marty, which is Marty's birthday, he flew him in as a surprise for his surprise party. So number one, the surprise was he got to fly in the helicopter, and number two, when he landed in his backyard, there were all these people there to help him celebrate his birthday, and it was just the coolest thing. I have never been that close to a helicopter. It was really fascinating. I'll put a little clip in here so you can check it out. I just thought it was neat. So anyway, so I told you the printer got fixed. My new printer is still not, the color still isn't right, and the people, the company we called to come and fix my old printer, they have a color guru that is really good at color matching and all that. So my husband called Friday to see if we can get the color guru to come out and to see how much it would cost to have him come out. And I haven't heard anything yet, but I could spend countless hours trying to do it myself, and ultimately I'm sure I could figure it out. But who has countless hours? Like, I don't want to waste any more time. I have spent hours and hours on it and wasted a lot of paper and ink trying to get the color right, and it still looks horrible. And pay people for their expertise, basically, and save myself some grief and some time, because to me time is money. And so the more time I spend on that, the more I could be doing something more productive, basically, is what I'm getting at. So I'm really hoping that guy can come out and get me hooked up on my new printer. So that's the update business-wise. And then Thursday, of course, Ellery was over, and Mom and Jerry went back to Florida on Friday. Actually, they were stopping in Missouri, so I think they're still in Missouri, visiting our relatives there, and then they're heading to Florida for the winter. So we had them over on Thursday, and I made chicken enchiladas and had a big taco bar, and so we get to spend a lot of time, family time, before they left, which is heartbreaking. It's really hard. It's really, really hard to have my mom gone for that many months. I don't like it, but I'm gonna try to find an inexpensive way to fly down there, and I can't be gone a week or something, but I could go on a Friday and come home on a Monday or something like that. I'd like to do that at least 2 times while they're gone. maybe 3, depending on, you know, my schedule and stuff like that. But anywho, I want to give a couple shout outs. Liz Matthews, I can't remember how I found her. Maybe she just popped up in the suggested videos, or maybe I heard about her somewhere. I don't know. I have Flosstube playing constantly in the background, so I may have heard about her, or it may have been something that was suggested. But anywho, it's she is the daughter of Kathy Barrick, and of course you all know who I can't even say her name, Kathy Barrick is. And it's really cool because on her 4th video, her mom joins her, and that was so fun. And I love artist interviews, designer interviews. I love listening to a person's creative process or how they got started. I love all that stuff. So you got to check out Liz. I think she just released her 5th video. So start with number 1 so you kind of get in on the ground floor of who she is and what she's all about. But she has the sweetest temperament and her voice and everything. And she only does punch needle, which I thought was fascinating, because my question last week was, would you be interested in someone having just a punch needle floss tube and not showing a cross stitch? And it was a resounding yes. Everybody was like, yes, you know. And the people that weren't really interested in punch needle, they said, but they don't care because they just wouldn't subscribe to that person's channel. So I mean, it's a win-win for everyone. A lot of people are interested in seeing not just punch needle, but all other sorts of needlework, you know, floss tube channels. So I thought that was interesting. And then after I asked that question, then I find Liz Matthews' channel, and that's all she does is punch needle. And that also made me start thinking, maybe I should talk more about punch needle. I can't talk more about cross stitch because as you know, I don't do my own cross stitch. I have wonderful model stitchers. Thank God I have them, or I wouldn't be able to design cross stitch. But I do all my own punch needle, and it's my passion. I love it. I love it so much. So, you know, maybe I should give more tips and tricks. Maybe I should show more about punch needle. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to discuss more about punch needle in my floss tube videos. And maybe I can make it like a segment towards the end. That way, if you're not interested in that part, you just wouldn't watch that part. I don't know. And then the other one I wanted to shout out, this is another newbie for me. I don't know how long she's been doing Flosstube channels, or Flosstube videos, but I found her in her last video. It's Carolyn Stash Sisters. She did a field trip to Tanya, is it Brockmeyer or Breckmeyer's house? And she is the designer for the Scarlet House. You guys, don't drop everything right now. Finish watching my video. But as soon as you're done watching my video, if you have not seen that video, I'll have the link below. You have to go check this video out. I was like, she has this wall of samplers, and she not only designs her own work, but she also stitches other people's charts. And she has this wall of samplers that's absolutely incredible. Then they go into her work area, her studio in her house, and she has antique samplers on the wall that some of them she has, what do you call that, reproduced. And then some of them she hasn't yet. And then she like shows insights to some upcoming ones that she's working on. I mean, it's just fascinating. It's so good, and her house is beautiful. And Carolyn does a great job interviewing her, asks really, I think, important and interesting questions, and it's just super cool, and it just inspired me. Like, I want to go interview designers now. I think that would be super fun and super cool, and it could get me out traveling. I don't know. I don't have time for that, but dang, I want to do that. It was fascinating. Okay, announcements. I still don't have the angel deck. The shipment hasn't come yet, but I know it's any day. I know they're shipping orders now, so I should get them any day, and you will be the first to know if you follow me on Instagram follow me on my personal Facebook page or my business Facebook page, or if you belong to my Gather Dream Create Facebook group, I'm going to shout it from the rooftops on all my social media, so you will know when it happens or when I get them. And I also will then, the next Flosstube video, I will show, or I'll let you know then too. Oh my gosh, you guys, you're not gonna believe this. I'm so excited. I purchased my first antique sampler on eBay today. It was a little more than I planned on spending for my first one. I think because I haven't reproduced an antique sampler yet, so I wanted to kind of get a smaller one and just like test the waters and see if there's something I'm even, you know, good at or interested in. But when I saw this sampler, I was like, I gotta have it. And it, what I liked about it is I could just buy it now, or I could bid on it, or I could offer, like give them an offer. And so I offered a little bit less than the asking price, and she said yes, or she or he, I don't even know if it's a man or woman, but anyway, I got it, and I should have it by October 11th, which I believe is this Friday, so hopefully I will be able to show it in my next Flosstube video. It's really cool. I forget the date on it. I don't know. I don't know if I printed all that off, but oh, I can't wait to show you guys. And I'm nervous. I'm really nervous about charting this because I want it to be super authentic. I've got to find the perfect linen, and what I think is super cool is there's a lot of staining on the original antique, so I want to find linen that is spotty like that so that it looks as close as possible to the original. I think that would be so awesome. I'm excited. Okay. I have no questions and answers. Y'all were quiet this week. I had no questions. Therefore, I had no answers. Whips. Okay, so you might be thinking, well, she doesn't have time to do any whips because she's so busy getting orders out, which is the absolute truth. However, you know, when I first get up in the morning and I have my coffee, that's when I check my emails and stuff like that. And, you know, I might spend a half hour, 45 minutes designing something in Max Stitch, just because to me, it's the perfect way to start the day. And anyway, so I've been doing that, just spending a half an hour, you know, whatever, a little bit of time each morning designing. So I'm going to show you the three. One I did yesterday before church because my husband had a gig Saturday night. I did not go because I worked like 13, 14 hours on Saturday. Like I said, getting patterns ready to ship today. So I didn't go to his gig. Well, he normally plays at the Eagles and it's like 8 to midnight. This was at a new place they've never played. It was a bar about 30 minutes from us, and they didn't start till 9:30. It was 9:30 to 1:30. So he didn't, by the time he tears his drums down and he drives home and all that, he didn't get home till 3 in the morning. So I'm thinking, oh, we're not going to go to 9 o'clock mass. We'll go to, you know, the 10:30 mass, or go to a different church and go to a later mass. I don't know. Anyway, he wakes up, he walks out at like 8:15, and he's like, hey, you want to go to 9 o'clock mass? I'm like, are you kidding me? You don't want to go back and try to get some more sleep? He's like, no, let's just go. So, anywho, I was designing a cute pattern for the Nashville Needleworks Market 2020, this coming March. Remember, they did the cookbook in 2019. They're doing another one for 2020. And I didn't realize last year that you could, or maybe I don't know. I either didn't realize it or I forgot. But I seriously didn't remember that they said you could submit a chart. So I wanted to chart something that had to do with kitchen. So it says, happiness is a kitchen full of family, and this suits me to a T because it's the honest to God truth. Because the way our house too is laid out, the kitchen is like central to the house. So that is going to be in the cookbook the 2020 Nashville Needlework Market Cookbook. And then I'm going to give Kevin's. Last year I did my grandma's recipes. This year I'm doing Kevin's side of the family, and his mom has the best potato salad recipe, and I'm going to offer that up. And then I charted this old friend. This cute snowman with the bird on his nose is one of my very first punch needle designs. It's punch needle 005, so it tells you that was like my 5th punch needle. Why I never charted him for cross stitch is beyond me, because he's super cute. So that I just charted, and it's small. It's only, what is it? Oh, I don't have it on there, never mind. But anyway, it's small. And last but not least, Tombstone Angel. I do love this so much. It's from a painting that I did. I think I've actually showed the painting on here on my Flosstube channel, but it looks like exactly like the painting. It's super cool. So that is another one, and that one is a smaller one too. So I have those 3. I got those 3 charted last week while I was sipping on some coffee. All right. Okay, finishes. I do have a finish. Sheila Cossel got this cute Halloween design done for me. This was the first one that I ever did that is stitched 1/2. I love that look, and I think I'm gonna have all my, this is Halloween Night is Such a Fright, and then it's got little Halloween icons all around the border. But I think I'm going to have all of my samplers that I charted done 1/2, because I like that more primitive look, and plus all my samplers will be on 40 count or higher, but probably just 40 count. So I really like that 1/2 look. It's really cool. And then I don't have any FFOs, and I have no haul. But I am going to start a new segment. I don't know if I'm going to do it every week. I have enough stuff that I could do it every week, but it's just going to be a quick little segment, and it's called Whims of the Past. And it will be either old artwork or it will be old licensed product. And so this week, what was it going to be? Hold on. I forgot what I was going to do. I don't know if there's a year on this. Let's see. 2005. Okay. So this week's Whims of the Past. This is so cute. When I was cleaning out my studio over in the area that I got my new computer and new printer. Remember I told you I found quilts? Oh, I should show those quilts too. I might do that too. I have so many things I like to share with you guys. Anywho, when I worked with Books Are Fun many moons ago, Renee Posner, she was the lady that I worked with. We developed a really nice friendship, and I really liked working with her. She was a real visionary, and she was responsible for taking my artwork and making them into the products, and she designed like how the packaging was going to look and stuff. I mean, she's very, very talented, and I got to know her really well. She's been to my studio a couple times where, you know, I'd have the artwork out and we would do a lot of planning, and I flew out. Books Are Fun, I want to say they were, was it Iowa or Idaho? Why do I get Iowa and Idaho mixed up all the time? I think they're in, yeah, Fairfield, Iowa. I don't know if they're still there, or, you know, I know they got bought out by another, I don't know where they're at now, but I don't work with them anymore, unfortunately. But old friend I think I told you the story about the Old Friend blanket and how huge of a success it was. Well, then they made the Old Friend teddy bear that I've showed you, the little mini guy, and then he came with a little book, and then this guy, the bigger guy. Okay. Then they also made this. The little Old Friend mini book is at the top, and then a little Old Friend guy in there, and then he has a change of clothes, and these clothes kind of, they mimic what the what it shows in the book. Let me just show you. For instance, here where, ooh, see the little guy, so this is Old Friend, the little guy on his back. That's Old Friend. So see how he's got blue jeans on and he's got a little vest? Well, that's this with the butterfly catcher. The butterfly catcher there. And then where they're at the ocean, here, he's got the little hat, little visor on. It's the little bear is the Old Friend. It's not zooming in, girl. Not zooming in, it's not focusing. Focus! Jeez, oh, peace out. There we go. So that is this, where he's got the little stripy pants and the little visor and that little shirt says Old Friend on it. Oh my gosh. Anywho, this is the only one I have. And I'm not giving this to Ellery or Easton. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is something that I want to keep just as it is because, oh, it's just super cool. I don't want the clothes to get lost or dirty or whatever, but she has an Old Friend bear. That big bear I just showed you, she has one of those. And so that stays here at the house, and then when the kids come over, they can play with it. I don't have a problem with that because I have a second one. I have another one here, so anywho, so there you go, Whims of the past. So that was just a fun little licensed product that I wanted to share with you. Okay, weekly Whims. I haven't done weekly Whims in a while, and I thought it was time. Kevin and I watched not this past weekend, but the weekend before, we watched Jeff Dunham, and I don't know if you're familiar or if you like stand-up comedy, but he's a ventriloquist, and he is the most impressive ventriloquist I have ever seen. He'll have two puppets and himself, and he does it really fast at it, and you don't see his lips move. It's quite impressive. So, you know, a little bit of it can be raunchy. The one Kevin and I watched, it wasn't too bad. And so we put it on. We wanted our boys to see it. I don't know. We had it on. We had the wrong one on because he has several of them on Netflix. And it was a little bit raunchy and it was uncomfortable. And Kevin's like, and we were like, no, we're not watching that. We're not watching that in mixed company with our kids. And it was just weird. Boar's Head Ever roasted chicken is the most fantastic lunch meat I've ever had. The lady gave me a sample of it when I was at Kroger, and I was like, yeah, I want a pound of that. It's cooked or roasted with carrots and celery and onion, and it tastes like chicken soup. The meat tastes like chicken soup because it's been cooked with all those veggies. It like permeated into the meat. It's so good. So if you're into chicken lunch meat, which is, if I'm gonna get lunch meat, chicken's my favorite. I have a new app on my phone, and it is called Meme Maker, and I have made 2 memes with it. I've made 3 memes total of Ellery, and they're all 3 hilarious, and I am going to insert them here so that you can chuckle as well. And I'm not going to talk. I normally talk over my pictures when I show pictures, but I want you to be able to read them, so I'm going to insert them here. Another weekly whim. This just blows me away. A woman jumped into the lion's den at the Bronx Zoo. What? I mean, you have to be out of your ever-loving mind. They show a video. I'm going to insert the video so you can see it. What was she thinking? And the thing that blew me away too is like people are not panicking and saying, hey lady, you need to get out of there. Come on, what are you doing? You know, trying to convince her not to, like, to come out of there. She's so lucky that this lion did not attack her. I mean, how gruesome. And I could hear, in the video, you can hear kids talking and stuff. Like, if my kid was standing there, I would be like grabbing my kid and running, because if that lion did attack her and rip her to shreds, do you want your kid to see that? I don't know. I don't know why I consider that a weekly whim. I guess because it actually makes me laugh because of the stupidity of some people. I mean, seriously. People stress me out. Stupid people stress me out. Oh my gosh.
That's what my dad used to do, though. Like, he was crazy. You're looking like a meal tree.
And that's it. That's it for the weekly whims. I don't have that many of them. Evidently, things aren't amusing to me right now. When the stress of getting all my orders out and both printers running and everything, maybe I will be more open to some fun whims. But anywho, okay, we're gonna do the winners for last week. Because, so last week, the question was, would you be open to, I already mentioned this earlier in the video, would you be open to a punch needle Flosstube video? Overwhelmingly, yes. People want to see that and want to see more, you know, needlework and that kind of thing. And I'm going to insert the video of the 3 winners here. Okay, we're ready to see who the 3 winners are. The prize this week was that you get to pick one of the new pattern releases. So let's see who wins. Winner number 1. And the question was, would you welcome a Flosstube channel that was just punch needle? The first winner is Teresa Alber. She said, I would love to see more channels for punch needle. I am enjoying Liz Matthews' channel, Kathy Barrick's daughter. She is only a punch needler. Enjoyed this video as always. Your new releases are gorgeous. Thank you so much, Teresa, and congratulations. Let's pick another winner. Winner number 2 is Christy Martin, and her answer was, I think I was the one who mentioned the orange fabric at Exude Design. I would watch any type of needlework video. It's all interesting to me. Very cool, and thank you for that tip on Exude Designs. Christy, I appreciate that. Okay, so that's winner number 2. Congratulations. And then winner number 3 is, drum roll please, Anna. Anna said, I like watching videos where there is a variety of crafting. It's nice to see something different and learn more about other crafts. And then she chose Brown 7-4 for the Chinese fortune teller. Congratulations, Anna. You get to pick one of my new releases, and I will get that in the mail to you, all you winners, ASAP. Thank you everyone for participating, and it was a resounding yes that people want to see more punch needle and other type of fiber arts or needlework channels, so that's very cool. Okay. Congratulations, ladies. So all I need you to do is please email me your choice of what one of my new releases that you would like to own, free of charge. You can email me right at this address here, and I will also have it in the description box below. But please let me know which one you want. Send me your mailing address. You have a week to claim your prize. And if you don't know what my new releases are, you'll want to go back to my video 2 videos ago, and you can look through it there. So this week is going to be a licensed product of mine. found these when I was cleaning out that area over there also. So what it is, it's called Nightlight Designs. And this is a company I've been licensed with for several years now. And I didn't even know which image they had packaged in here. And what you know, it's Old Friend. How funny is that? Because I was just showing you the Old Friend teddy bear. I'm telling you. What's going on here? Why isn't this? Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is the nightlight. This unfortunately is not like motion or what do you call that? Solar or whatever. Like when it gets dark out, it just automatically comes on. I don't know if that's something that they might develop. I haven't been to their website in a long time. Maybe they have those now, but these are from years ago. So it's a nightlight. You have to turn it on yourself. So it'd be, you know, good to have like in your kitchen or somewhere that you're at a lot. And Old Friend comes in it. Now, here's the dealio. They have these inserts that you can put in there. I'm not going to give all of these to you, but you can pick out, like, let me know if you want, wait, what is this? Yeah. Let's see what we have. We have okay. I guess this is how I'll do it. Let me see. Okay, so Exhibit 1 is florals. So these are from, I painted these. Actually, they're not paintings. They were done with, what do you call it? Pastels. So that and that. So you can pick from either that one. So that's what I guess I didn't show you. So what I'm trying to say is this part pops off and you can change the picture inside, okay? And they're super pretty lit up. So that was number 1. So for number 1, it's florals. Number 2, I would say is farm. So you get this image right here actually is being stitched right now too. Why is this not coming in focus? My camera sometimes just really ticks me off. So we have rooster, and I need to chart this one. This one would be really pretty charted. Basically, like a farm scene. Okay, so that's number 2. You can say farm. Then we have this one, which I don't know why this one is paired up with the Christmas one, but it is. So you'd have a Christmas image, so that's kind of cool. So that's number 3. Number 4 is a weird pairing as well. Another one of my pastel paintings. Poppies and another school image. Schoolhouse. Encouraging words inspire dreams. That's what it says on that. So if you're a teacher, that'd be a really good one. Here's one that would be good because it's got a couple different holidays. Here we have Jolly Halloween. That'd be cool charted, wouldn't it? And here's a Christmas one with the teddy bears. Hope, faith, love. Hope you're not looking close at my nails. You probably weren't, but now that I said it, you will. I don't know why I say that. My nails are just breaking left and right, and they look horrible. I'm ready just to cut them all off. This one we'll call gardening. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this last one I showed was 5. It's got a Christmas and a Halloween. Number 6 will be gardening. Get in there. This was part of a calendar I painted years ago. This is my Aunt Marcia that lives in Missouri. She's big into gardening, and this arrangement, I took some of her bird houses and I made this cute little arrangement and took a photo and painted it. I added the bird, of course, on my own, but so this is called, the title of this painting is called Marcia's Garden. I should frame that and give that to her. And then here's another image that was in that same calendar. The calendar was called From the Heart, and I did that several years in a row, and then I told them I didn't want to do it anymore. So that one would be considered gardening. I need to number these. I'm so sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was number 6, gardening. Number 7 is Wren and the Willow. That was also from that calendar. And a Christmas one. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Number 7. Number 8 is like if you have a new baby or a new grandbaby and you have a nursery and you want something cute. So number 8 is just say baby. Oopsie daisy. Cute, cute, cute. That's it. So you have 8 choices. If your name is drawn next week, then you have 8 choices of what inserts you want for your nightlight. And you will, and the one that comes with it is Old Friends. So then you'll have 3 different ones. And I'll have a link to their website so that you can go there and look around. You may want to just go ahead and order your own, because you know you could have more than one of these in your house, right? So that is the prize for next week. I can put it away later. And the question is, what is your favorite candy? Halloween's coming up, and I figure that's a good question to ask right now, because I'm sure, well, I know all the stores have their Halloween stuff out, but whether you've bought your Halloween candy yet or not, I don't know. So just let me know that. And then, jeepers, I didn't pick someone for the fire drill. Or the fire drill, the fortune teller. Why do I do that? All right, hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. All right, Loretta Henderson chose blue 2, 3. So we're gonna do that right here. BLUE 1, 2, number 3. Did you know? Did you know? All right, I have to refer to my notes so I can think of a topic. Actually, no. I have a topic because it was fascinating to me. At Mass, yesterday at Mass, Father Roy was talking about Our Lady of Fatima. And I knew it was an apparition of Mary, but I didn't know the story. Why I don't look these things up, I don't know, because I love the apparitions and stories about martyrs and the saints. All that fascinates me. And he told the story of Our Lady of Fatima. So let me pause here and get some notes, because I don't know if I'll remember word for word, obviously not word for word, but what he said. So I want to see if I can find some information on it to show you. So during World War I, Pope Benedict prayed for peace, and he made a direct appeal to the Blessed Mother to intercede for peace, for world peace. And I want to clarify something just right off the bat, because there's a big misunderstanding about Catholics' relationship with the Virgin Mary. Because I've been asked by people of other religions that they think that we worship Mary and that we pray to her and worship her, we pray that she intercedes for us to God the Father and Jesus. We honor her, we do not worship her. And I want to just say that right off the bat so that there's no confusion. It's no different than you saying to your brother or your sister or your friend or your mother or your whoever, would you please pray for me? We ask Mary to pray for us and to intercede for us. That's all it is, okay? I just want to say that right off the bat. Okay, so this was during World War I. So in 1917, the Blessed Mother began to appear at Fatima, Portugal, to 3 shepherd children, ages 10, 9, and 7, and they were cousins. I think it was a girl and 2 boys. So they're very young. She visited them on the 13th day at the same spot for 6 months. And the first time she appeared to them, she said to them that they have to pray the rosary every single day, and they need to meet her at that same spot on the 13th day of every month for 6 months. That's incredible. So they did this. They did it. And as, you know, they would tell, obviously, they told people about it in their town, and the word spread. Some people, you know, thought it was, you know, a farce. They didn't believe, blah, blah, blah. But some people did, or at least were curious, and they, you know, so each month that they went, there were more and more people that would come and witness this, okay? Well, the last visit was on October 13th of 1917, and people came by the tens of thousands from all over different countries, and, you know, made the journey there because it was the last chance to see this. And it had, you know, obviously with more and more people witnessing it through those 6 months, the word spread. And anyways, and it had been storming, and it was rainy, and the ground was just soaked and muddy. And as the Blessed Mother appeared to the children in particular, but the crowd, the sun began, you know, and each time she appeared to them, she would speak to them. I'm going to have a link to the article so you can read the whole thing because it's fascinating. I'm just giving you kind of a synopsis of the story. But on her last visit with the children, all of these people were there to witness. Well, this is so amazing. The sun started dancing, and the way our priest explained it is, he said, you know, when you're doing karaoke and the little dot goes over the word that, you know, you're supposed to sing along with, he said it was like that. The sun was like hopping and dancing around and changing color. And then this part is, well, it just started to descend towards the earth. Well, the next part I'm going to tell you, Father said, but it's not in that article. But anyway, I'm sure there's several different articles and things you can read about it. But he said that a lot of people thought that it was going to crash into the earth and that it was going to be, you know, the end. And people fell to their knees in repentance. And remember, the ground was muddy and icky, and they were just filthy from doing that. And other things that were strange is that the wind was howling, but the leaves on the trees were still. I mean, these are things that people, you know, noticed and wrote about and accounted for. And then all of a sudden the ground dried up. The people's clothing were dazzling white, or, you know, just like it looked like they had just came from the cleaners. Their clothes were all cleaned up. And there were physical cures of people that were blind, and people were healed. The blind and the lame were healed. There were countless confessions of sin and public conversions to attest to the authenticity of what they saw. And then this I thought was really cool too. The miracle was reported to have been seen as far as 15 to 25 miles away, thus ruling out any type of hallucination or mass hypnotism. So they were saying in the article that other than Jesus's death and resurrection, this was like the biggest miracle to be seen by that many people. And what Father was saying is, because she talks about, I think, if I remember correctly in the article, that she Mary refers to the war and that it will come to an end and things like that. But Father said, you know, imagine how bad things have to get for Jesus to send his mother to give a message of hope. You know, because, you know, Father doesn't pull any punches. He talks about how horrible things are now. And, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be another miracle on that kind of a scale. Well, he made a good point too. He said, you know, those children that young said the rosary every single day. They were very disciplined. They were very full of the Spirit and faithful. You know, if Mary were to appear now, would she be able to find little kids that are that deeply rooted in their faith? You know, I don't know. I'm not saying that there isn't, you know, children like that somewhere in the world, but the majority, I mean, people don't go to church anymore. I mean, our numbers are down, and I don't know. It's a very tumultuous, is that the right word? Time that we live in, and there's just a big lack of faith. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because that story just fascinated me, and it stayed in my mind as I was my husband and I went grocery shopping afterwards, and it was just weighing on me, because it's not only an amazing story, but what love that is for Jesus to send his mother to give us that message of hope. That's amazing. That is amazing. So anyway, I think that's it. That is all I have this week. I mentioned showing those quilts, but I think we went long enough. I am going to be doing that unboxing of Park Designs product sometime this week. I might film that tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. If you could, I love all your comments. I read all of them. I don't respond to all of them. If you ask a question in the comments, if it's something that you need to know right away, I'll answer it there, but I usually just answer it in the next video. And just keep the questions coming. Thank you for playing along with our Chinese fortune teller. I just think that's a fun little thing to do. But I appreciate all of you for being here, and I'm just glad that you've accepted me into this community. I will see you. I'll probably see you tomorrow and Friday. Man, three videos a week. Is this like my norm now? I hope not. It's too much. We'll see you. Bye. What's up, boo? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Come and see Mama. Come and see Mama. Here's my boo-boo. Where's your boo-boo? Who's your pretty girl? Who's your boo-boo? See, you want to be on camera. She has a face for the camera. You want to get my lap? Come on. Come on. Come on. She's too big to be on my lap. Okay, I forgot to do last week. I said I was going to do show you the angel deck, and I forgot to put that little video in. I wanted you to see like the size of the angel deck, how big the cards are. I mean, like, here's my hand and here's the card. I mean, they're pretty big. If you're like me, I mean, I could tell you the size, but it just helps to see it, you know. But here they are. I absolutely love them, and I'm super excited to get them in. I will do the flip through, but I'm just kind of showing you. Anyway, there's 52 different cards, and on the back of them I have written 52 different sentiments. And again, I know I've said this before, but these cards are meant to be shared and to be given away. So you might want to buy a deck for yourself and then buy another deck that you use, like keep in your purse or in your car, and you can give, excuse me, you can give these away to people that need it when they're in their time of need. They you know, sometimes just in an encouraging word or a message of hope, or you know, just a little kindness goes a long way for people. So I'm just going to read a few of them. Life is full of choices. Choose wisely. Make choices that bring you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. And you know, it was like 2 years ago when they approached me about doing this angel deck. It might even be 2.5 years now, but of course I got the artwork to them ASAP because all I had to do was upload those to Dropbox, so that was easy. And I thought that's all I had to do, but they said, well, we want you to write what you want on the angel deck. And so they had sent me a bunch of decks of other artists. They do like fairies and other angels and stuff like that. And some of the people wrote, like the whole back of the card was all this writing, and I just couldn't get into it. And it probably for a year, it just kind of sat, and I didn't do anything with it. And then I had an idea of having the angel deck be where you give them away to help people, because we are in a time where people need hope, and people need help, and people need encouraging words. So once that came to my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be easy. So I wrote on a piece of paper, started with number 1, and I thought of different things that people might be going through, like maybe they lost their job, maybe they lost a loved one, maybe, you know, maybe they're having a hard time with a friend or a family member, maybe they need to forgive somebody. So I was kind of going through all the life scenarios that could happen where somebody might need some encouraging words. So that's, once I did that, and I just wrote 52 sentiments that kind of came pretty easily to me once I knew what my purpose was for the cards. Okay, anyway, let me read some more. You stand the tallest when you're on your knees in prayer. That's a little angel praying. Be kind always, even when someone doesn't seem to deserve kindness. Be kind anyway, for you know not of their struggles. Know that today you are stronger than you were yesterday. That's good for people that are working out. Sometimes I need encouragement to work out. When people isolate themselves, don't give up on them. Always reach out and offer kindness. I love that one, because people, when a person is depressed, a lot of times they will isolate themselves, and that's not a time for us to turn our backs on them and have an attitude like, well, they never call me or whatever. Again, we know not of people's struggles, and so offering kindness and staying in touch with people, important. Reach out with compassion to someone who seems down. You may be the light that brings them out of the darkness. Sometimes you may think God isn't listening because he didn't answer your prayer. Later, you may be thanking God for that unanswered prayer. There's a country song. I think it's Tim McGraw. I don't know. Sometimes I thank God for unanswered prayers. No, it's not Tim McGraw. I can't remember who sang it. Let the angel's boundless love help you let go of negative thoughts and feelings. God, I can't, why do I struggle reading? I don't normally, but when I'm recording, it's like, I get tongue-tied. God created you with special talents and gifts. Embrace your uniqueness. You are extraordinary. Live with courage and share your light with others. You are worthy of love and respect. Surround yourself with supportive and encouraging people. Let go and let God. He had a plan for you all along. Spend as much time with your loved ones as possible. It's time you'll never regret and time you'll never get back. Live by faith, not by fear. Know in your heart and soul that God gave you the ability to carry out his great plans, or to carry out great plans. Act like your life is a blessing and you'll start feeling like it is a blessing. Give thanks for your blessed life. When you love yourself, it's easy to love others. I love that. That is so true. I mean, you can't give love if you don't feel love. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't love yourself, how are you going to give that love to anyone else? So you just, y'all, you gotta love yourself. So anyway, that was just a handful I read. So that kind of gives you an idea of the flavor. Some of them mention angels, some mention God, some are just like this one. Nobody's life is perfect. When you're going through tough times, keep on going. It's brighter ahead. You know, anyway, I so love this angel deck, and I'm so happy that when they approached me to do it, that I didn't just jump into it and do what everyone else was doing type of thing. I'm so glad that I waited and let it stew in there and came up with my own way of how these angel cards are to be used. So anywho, I just wanted to share that with you. Thanks for watching.